Hi, I'm Luana Rubin from Equilter.com, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, and that is digitally printed fabric. Did you know that this trend started with Alexander McQueen? He put out a couture fashion show many years ago that really opened up this whole area of textile art, and now it's really blossoming in our own quilt fabric industry. So we have several companies who have explored digital printing, and we see over the last couple of years that every collection gets a little bit better, a little bit more exciting. One of the companies who is an early adopter of digital printing is Hoffmann, and they actually have this great panel that has all the different color swatches of their 1895 hand dyes. So this also was a couture fashion trend that started with garments that looked like they were made of paint chips, like Pantone paint chips or paint samples. And we've actually seen our own version of this from Hoffmann made up into aprons and skirts and dresses and shirts. It's a really fun way to wear this digital print trend. Now maybe you don't know this yet, I hope you do, but Hoffmann's annual challenge this year, just like the Pantone colors of the year, has two different colors. Did you know that Pantone came out with not the color of the year, but two colors of the year? And Hoffmann is right on trend with that because they came out with a positive and negative version of their challenge fabric. So if you would like to enter that contest and pick up a little bit of each of these challenge fabrics, you can make a fabulous positive negative quilt, or I think there's some wearable garments that people make for the Hoffmann challenge as well. One of the other company whose digital fabrics we just adore is Elizabeth Studios. Now they're not as well known as Hoffmann, but when you see their Dahlia collection, I think you're going to want to invest in some of these collectible panels. They've taken photos of dahlias and put them into very photorealistic panels and ongoing yardage. And so for instance, this is a larger panel. You may have seen our free pattern of the week use this. And also we have blocks. So if you want to do a more traditional quilt with square blocks, you can bring in perhaps something from your stash or something else that you find on Equilter and mix it up with these multicolors of dahlias. Now the thing that's really cool about digital printing is there is no limit on the number of colors that can be used. So in screen printing, usually there are 14 to 18 colors and you're really limited to that, but with digital printing, the sky's the limit. You can have as many colors as you want. Another early adopter of the digital printing trend was P&B and Red Rooster, which are part of the same company. And they had created many different realistic panels. So here's one that we have in stock now, very realistic horses. And if you're a horsey person, you know that it's really irritating if you get a horse fabric where the conformation of the horse is not correct, right? So if you have a photorealistic horse, you don't have that problem. P&B has also created some lovely hand-painted, very painterly looking digital floral type fabrics and abstract that really make use of the limitless opportunities with digital fabric. And speaking of limitless, did you know that in digital printed fabric there really technically is no limit on the repeat of the fabric? Really there's just a repeat on the file size that you load into the computer that feeds the digital image into the printer. So in the past, panels were always 24 inches because that was the screen length or the screen repeat size. So now, for instance, we have this Hofmann Cityscape and the repeat is 29 inches, and really it could be anything. But imagine making this into a wall hanging or curtains even, and you can imagine that you have the New York skyline just outside of your window. So Hoffmann has actually made 3 of these beautiful cityscape panels. New York, which I'm showing you here, or it could be really any metropolis, and also Rome, which is my personal favorite. And when I went to New Zealand, they were actually having their own version of the Hoffmann Challenge, and it was one of these cityscapes, which I thought was really clever. We have free patterns for all 3 of these cityscapes. You may see our free pattern newsletter that comes out once a week, and you'll see these digital prints and many others coming up in the future. The Paris cityscape is also particularly stunning. And I would just like to let you know that if there is a beautiful digital fabric that comes out, Equilter is going to carry it because this is cutting edge trend and we are on it. So if you love these beautiful unlimited colors and different repeats and different kinds of designs. Remember to check our newsletter every week, and we do have a digital fabric category, so you can always go there to see what's new and what's in stock. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye-bye.